Um, okay. So this is just my opinion. I love Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I do. For those who have been watching my reviews, at least for the last couple of seasons, like last season, and I think that's a part of the problem. Last season was so spectacular. Like it was really, to me, right up there with like the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 6. Like every episode, they like hit it out of the park. The problem with that is it's hard to follow behind a season like that because I think most people will be comparing your work to your previous work. I don't think this season was bad. I don't. But as someone who's watched every season of Salt Lake City except for one, I think it was a season that Mary didn't come back. But I kind of like still listen to, I think I still listen to people reviews and I watch clips online. So I kind of still had an idea of what was going on. Um, but I've watched every season. I feel like what happened this season is that because we've gassed up the girls and probably because they feel the pressure to live up to last season, that especially with this season finale, it was just a bunch of unnecessary dramatics. I love the dramatics. Okay? I love the drama. I love the drama. But I felt like this season finale, everyone was trying to have a moment. I feel like everyone was trying to have their, receipts, proof, timeline, I feel like everyone was trying to have their moment. I think, no, I know I'm over them ending, because this has happened for the last 3 seasons. The overly dramatic, overly produced season finales are going to have to stop. Because now it's giving, oh girl, they're just putting on for the cameras. We know that when the cameras come up, the girls probably, at least we think, I can imagine you being on a reality show and then the cameras come up and then you gotta like turn it on. So in a way, not necessarily you're acting, but you have a job to do. And the stuff that you might not necessarily let fly, the stuff that you might let fly off camera, you might not let somebody talk to you crazy on camera. So now I gotta meet you. I gotta match your energy. You see what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is I like the season finale. I mean, I like this season, but I felt like they're gonna have to do something because I think the girls are starting. They want to try to mimic. I think it was season 4. Yeah, season 4. Receipts, proof, whatever. But then I think last season, because last season was so great, I think they probably kind of lost their footing a little bit by trying to, of course, make the next season as great as the previous season. But it's hard. I think that's in anything. I think, like, you might have that one artist who might have that one album, right? But then the albums after that, they may not be as great. But I don't know what we're doing. What are we doing, girl? Girl, we're just talking. Yeah, I think that's my problem with that's my problem with this season finale. I was looking at everybody crazy, from Mary Heather, like, girl, she just making faces and drunk and crying. Like, it just really gave, like, girl, y'all really just trying to put on a performance, and I'm not buying it. I'm not buying what you're selling at all. Like, nothing. I wasn't buying the moment that Lisa had where she had this, I guess, this, epiphany where, I'm just this person who just likes to cover up my life because of the things, the rings, the jewelry. Girl, Lisa gonna be right back, girl. Season 7, letting them girls know, girl, I'm better than all y'all hoes. You know what I'm saying? Um, Let me just look over the notes I have. Girl, this is not a review. I don't know what it is. We just talking. Um, Girl, I'm not gonna lie, I did scream. There were definitely funny moments throughout this episode. There were I laughed more. One thing I will say about Salt Lake City is that I laugh a lot. I laugh a lot. I laugh at stuff that I don't think that like other people, not I was gonna say normal people. Girl, like I'm not normal. I think I laugh at stuff that other people may not see, right? Or they may not catch. But I'm always like, I'm a laughing person. So I find stuff funny that other people may not find funny. Some shit that I shouldn't even be laughing at, I laugh at. But I do like that about Salt Lake City. I laugh a lot with this franchise. So Angie walks, they're all getting up in the morning, and Angie, her lip is fucked up. Okay. But when she walked around that corner and Mary went, girl, because Angie's lip is like, girl, Angie's the type of girl you can't take her nowhere. Because we're gonna end up we're gonna be at the hospital, girl. Meredith. Meredith texts Bronwyn. They were up. I think the last 3 to at least go to bed, I think was Mary, Meredith, and Bronwyn. They were up talking. I think it was around 1:30. Mary went to her room. Bronwyn went to her room to brush her teeth and go to sleep. And then Meredith texts Bronwyn, was she still um basically she wanted to talk to Bronwyn. So Bronwyn goes and talks to Meredith. And she says that Meredith basically was in a state of panic because she feels as though everyone is gunning for her. I mean, if we're gonna be honest, she's not lying. I mean, like, girl, like, this is the thing. To me, I think we're gonna talk about Meredith. Meredith might be full of shit, but the stuff that Brahma was saying about Meredith was actually still like, no matter how you want to twist it, Meredith was still right. Like, her state of panic or her thinking everybody is coming after her, she's absolutely right, because it appears, except for Lisa, that everybody's coming for her. Even though I believe that Meredith did act a goddamn fool on that plane with Brittany. I do. Now, to what extent, I don't know, but I think she acted a fool. Okay? But they have been trying to, like, I can see why Meredith thinks that they're gunning for me. Like, she's just not pulling it out of the air. Okay? Like, she's not. To me, she's not. Again, I think that you could, like, I feel that Meredith acted a fool because I think that's where it started out with the plane ride. But it doesn't take away from Meredith is like, she's right in feeling the way that she feels, because it is pretty much everybody against her except for Lisa. Whitney and Heather, they showed a clip of Lisa basically saying that she wants like real connections with the women. And hold up. Yeah, she wants real connections with the women. Um I'm sorry, girl. What did I write? Lisa wants to have deep connections, but they say she's shallow. Okay. Girl, I'll be telling y'all, girl, my notes are just for me. Girl, I was never the girl in college or high school, that especially in college, that, girl, you want to read my notes? Okay, girl. Girl, don't ask me nothing what they say, because I know what they say when I'm reading it. Anyways, Lisa wants to have deep connections, but they say she's shallow. Heather says she's sliced herself open and basically revealed herself. And I put have you. I don't know. Um, I know Heather has been very transparent about her religion, like I think most of them have. I think Heather has been very transparent about, her marriage, her kids. But would I say that has Heather, I don't know, sometimes I forget stuff. Has Heather sliced herself open and just revealed herself? I don't know. Again, she probably has. She probably has, but I don't know. I don't know. Um, Mary and the deep connections. Well, anyways, girl. Mary and Meredith. Oh, I kind of got it mixed up a little bit. This was the time that Meredith text Bronwyn. What I stated earlier about Bronwyn. Um, okay, so Bronwyn goes to Mary's room. Earlier, when I was talking about Bronwyn and Meredith, and Meredith telling, like, Bronwyn, coming to Bronwyn in a state of panic. That was Bronwyn in her confessional telling us that. This time she went to Mary's room and was telling Mary, "Girl, Bronwyn texted me this morning, and she wanted to know what we talked about at lunch." And Mary felt like it was weird that she would text her to that. This is the thing. It's not weird because, to me, Meredith is still right. You see, does that make sense? Like, Meredith, her gut feeling, her assumption about something is going wrong or something is going on is right. Because the fact of the matter is, even if Meredith asks Bronwyn, "What did y'all talk about at lunch?" Y'all talked about her at lunch. And that's why I feel like Bronwyn feels away, because y'all actually talked about her at lunch. Now, whether you want to dress it up as though, oh, you were discussing her because you care about her, whatever, 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 it doesn't take away from the fact that y'all talked about her. And the stuff that y'all said did not paint Meredith in a positive picture. It's one thing to talk about people and be like, "I love that bitch, that's my bitch, that's my bitch, that's my bitch, because she can't do no wrong, girl. She fly, she dope, right? She got her ways, but that's still my girl." That's one thing. But the way that y'all tried to paint it was like, girl, y'all saw it. Like, y'all really are concerned about Meredith because y'all think she's a pill popping white rich lady who get drunk. And she on that shit because Robert Jr. over there, girl, pretty much, girl, a chimney, honey. Girl, no shade. And then because Whitney Daddy was on that shit, is on that shit, whatever girl was, is. Girl, now y'all thinking everybody else on that shit. Meredith does give me rich white woman who pop pills and drinks. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. But what I'm saying is, I don't know if I can necessarily receive it all coming from Mary and Whitney. But also, they've been through it, so they may see the signs. Anyways, girl. Bronwyn thinks that Meredith is using her to find out info. I don't know if that's necessarily true, because even like with the plane ride, you went to Meredith. After Whitney talked to you, you went to Meredith. Didn't she go to Meredith? I don't think that I will say this. Meredith is one of those girls, and she was right. She said something at the end where she's been, and this. I think Meredith was spot on. I've been trained on how to use my words. I think Meredith is that type of girl. I think Meredith is a type of girl where you have to be very specific in what, like, you damn near have to quote her word for word. Because if you say she says something, if you say, Meredith is the type of person where if you come in and you say, Meredith came in and she said hello to everyone, Meredith will say, "I did not say hello to everyone. That is a lie. I didn't say that. She said good morning." You see, like, that's the shit that Meredith does. It's very much the game of semantics. Like, oh, Meredith came in and said good night to everyone. And then Meredith will say, "I never said good night to everyone. I never said that. You're lying." She probably said something, "I'll see you in the morning." Like, that's the shit that, to me, that's the game that Meredith plays. You have to be very specific when you say that Meredith said something, she did something, because she is going to hang on to every word that you say. And if you didn't say exactly what she said, she gonna say, bitch, you telling a goddamn lie, I didn't say that. And I feel like that's what happened with her and Bronwyn. Okay, girl, I don't know if this review makes sense. Am I making sense? Because I feel like I'm all over the place. I feel like I am. So Bronwyn and Meredith meet up. I put Meredith is nuts. We had a little bit of an uncomfortable conversation. It was only uncomfortable, Bronwyn, because y'all know that y'all was talking about that lady. And you know what you said about that lady's husband. Even though Bronwyn didn't say that Seth was out here cheating on Bronwyn with some hoe, you still let it be known that you saw Seth out with a bitch. That wasn't Meredith. Okay? That's why it's uncomfortable. That's why Meredith texting you, or however the conversation came up about what was discussed at lunch, makes Bronwyn uncomfortable, because you know the shit that you said at the lunch. And you know that the lunch heavily involved Meredith and this alleged addiction that she has. Meredith says she was trying to. Meredith says she didn't. Girl, Bronwyn says that Meredith asked her about what was discussed at lunch. Even if that's the case, that's still not anything to me to just be like, oh my God. Like, it's made me so uncomfortable. Like, she's asking about what we talked about at lunch. Okay. But then Meredith says that she didn't ask her about what they talked about at lunch. I want to say, girl, I don't know if I necessarily believe that. Meredith says that that Bronwyn was nervous about the play. So basically, this lady came in and she wrote a play about the girls. She came in and basically interviewed all the girls, asked them about themselves, and then she asked them what they thought about the other girls. And then based off of the information that she retrieved from the ladies, she was then going to write a play. She says that basically, Meredith says that Bronwyn was nervous about the play, and she was basically trying to tell her that, girl, basically whatever you like, I can see why you might be nervous, but it's also based off what you told the lady. I believe a lot of that happened in the conversation. I do. But I also believe that Meredith, somewhere in the conversation, they talked about what was talked about at that lunch with with Mary, Whitney, and Bronwyn. I don't think Bronwyn just pulled that out of her ass. Okay? I believe that was discussed between Meredith and Bronwyn. Now, how it came up, did Bronwyn bring it up? Did Meredith bring it up? I don't know. But I feel like at the end of the day, it was still discussed. And I feel like at this point, we're playing a word game with Meredith, because Bronwyn may be using the wrong words, or Meredith may not have been the one to bring it up, but then she still wanted to know. You see what I'm saying? Like, what if Bronwyn brought it up like, oh, we had lunch today, and then Meredith could have said something like, oh, so how was lunch? And then Bronwyn went back and said, girl, she asked me about lunch. You see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's what's happening. But I feel like Meredith is low-key nuts. Girl, and that's my girl. Y'all know, girl, I kind of low-key going for Meredith. But, girl, I'll be looking at Meredith sideways like, Meredith, girl, you get me real nuts, girl. Okay. The play was a kiki to me. I was actually over here laughing at some of the stuff that was said, but I have to be honest. I was like, wait, why? Wait, I thought we just talked about y'all revealing. Like, literally, the play was about them revealing things about each other to the group. Girl, I thought y'all just did this last year. Didn't last year, the season finale, they revealed stuff that they had said about each other in their cell phones? That's what I'm saying. Like, girl, Salt Lake City's gonna have to go back to the drawing board, and they're gonna have to change some stuff up because now it really is getting it's literally it's repetitive. And then y'all are trying to have these big moments, these big season finales. And this season, to me, the season finale, Loki kind of flopped because y'all really just did the same thing y'all did last year. Y'all just switched it up. Instead of y'all going through the cell phones and reading text messages, y'all had Whitefish come in and write a play and reveal the stuff that they already like. We already know they think about each other. You see what I'm saying? Like, girl, what is we doing? I was screaming when she started out. She basically started out with Heather, and she was basically she started out with Heather, and Heather was laughing. Bitch, hold up. This was the key to me. So she started out with Heather, and Heather was laughing. And as she's reading, she's basically like, Heather, you are the person who likes to cover up the truth. I'm making up, I'm paraphrasing what she said. You, Heather, you are the person who likes to cover up the truth and cover up the fact that you want to cry, cover up the fact that your feelings are hurt by laughing. You laugh all the time. Girl, bitch, when I tell you Heather face went from laughing to like, bitch, when I tell you, bitch, I was hollering. Oh, bitch, I was yelling, baby. Because literally your face went, girl, you were laughing while that lady was talking. And then she was like literally reading Heather. Girl, it was the truth, though. Anyways, they say Bronwyn is not two-faced. She's no-faced. Lisa is elitist. Brittany is dumb. Mary's word sting. They basically, girl, Lisa basically called Whitney a hoe. Baby, Whitney had the worst one. They said Whitney is a body without a mind. I said, oh my God. I probably would have cried. They said Whitney is a body without a mind. One of the things that stuck out, Bronwyn was talking about, you know, some of the things that the lady said about her. And she basically said that I'm a big girl now and I have to figure it out. I thought, and that's the thing, right? We talk about this all the time. You can go through things. She was basically talking about her childhood and how when she got pregnant, she felt like her parents basically kind of like threw her to the wayside because they were embarrassed about what she had done getting pregnant at 18, 19, not married, you know. But she also said that whatever has happened in her life, basically she has to figure it out. And that is what we always say. It is not your fault of the childhood trauma, for your childhood trauma, but unfortunately it is your responsibility to heal from it. Period. Because you can't be walking around here 40 and 50 still acting a goddamn fool, right? Because of something that happened in your childhood. Girl, you have to try to figure it out. Okay. Oh, excuse me. I feel like Whitney, girl. Oh, excuse me. Whitney really could be a friend of the show. She really could. I think Whitney just likes to. Whitney don't really have nothing going on. This is what Whitney does. Whitney really doesn't have anything going on, so she has to kind of like interject herself into like shit. Come here, Meredith. Let me hold your face. Come hold, girl. Like, girl, you don't call that lady a pill. Like, Lisa was right. Lisa was right. Girl, you're not a safe space for her. I'm sorry. I don't give a damn what nobody say. You're not gonna sit here and call me a pill popping drinking bitch, girl, an addict like your motherfucking daddy, girl, an addict like your son, Mary low key, and then girl be thinking that I'm gonna be safe to share shit with you, bitch. Fuck you, girl. You just got on TV and called me a pill popping, alcohol drinking rich white woman, girl. Fuck you. You know, like, and then you expect Meredith to kind of, I don't know, it's weird, and that's the thing, right? With this show. That's how the show works, though, because they have to be honest about how they really feel. Like, Whitney might really feel that Meredith is an addict, but Meredith is going to take offense to it naturally, right? But if Whitney really feels that way, that's a part of the reality show. Like, I really feel that girl, she be popping pills and drinking champagne at the same damn time. But because Whitney is so messy, you really don't know if she really believes that or she's just doing it just to do it. Like, I do feel like Mary may have a bit of concern for Meredith, but it doesn't take away that Mary, she's still questionable too. Because you set your ass down with Whitney, knowing damn well Meredith don't fuck with Whitney like that. And had this conversation that, quite frankly, if you really are sisters with Meredith, you should have had that conversation with Meredith. It's not about you thinking what you think. It's about how you have the conversation. But you sat down with Meredith's ops, basically, and cried with Whitney. No, you should have been crying with Meredith. Hell, it would have even been better if she did it with Lisa. You see what I'm saying? So Mary ain't off the hook either. But yeah, Lisa basically came to Meredith's defense at the end. They all pretty much kind of ganged up on Meredith, and Lisa basically told, like, Bronwyn was kind of like, Bronwyn is another one who's very strategic with her words. Bronwyn basically said she did see Seth out. And then she says, I saw Seth and didn't say anything because I didn't know who Seth was with. I mean, technically, she is saying, I mean, if you really listen to what Bronwyn said, while she didn't just outright say, girl, I saw him with a bitch, she's basically saying, girl, I saw him out with someone, but I didn't say anything because I didn't know who he was with. Like, girl, you know what? But she just didn't outright say, like, bitch, look, I saw him out with another motherfucking woman. I didn't know if he was cheating on you or not, so girl, I didn't say nothing. Like, that's how you really just say it plain. But Bronwyn said it in a way where you still know what she's saying. But she really not saying it. But bitch, just say what you're trying to say. That's like, I mean, because at this point, girl, y'all talking about the lady's marriage, just say what you're trying to say. I was out with Todd, and I saw Seth out with another woman. I don't know if he is having an affair on you. I don't know if that was a coworker. All I'm saying is I saw him out with another woman, period. It could have been his cousin. It could have been his niece, girl. It could have been his daughter. Girl, I don't know how y'all daughter look. It could have been his mama. I don't know. I just know I saw him out with another woman. You see what I'm saying? Anyways, girl. That's really it. That's all I really wrote down. I mean, girl, like I said, the play was cute, but it's kind of like, girl, y'all really just kind of do what y'all did last season finale. Girl, who is this texting me, girl? Oh, girl. Oh, girl. Anyways, the season. What was I saying? Girl, the season. I mean, the season. The season was cute. It wasn't like last season. The season finale. Girl, they really could have. Girl, it was 15 minutes too long. Just to be honest with you. Um, the hour and 15 minutes was not needed. I still love Salt Lake City. I understand how it is difficult to come back from such a fantastic season. You have to follow suit, and we're going to critique because of the previous season. It's kind of like the girls and boys who are always great at what they do, and then they do something where it might, because of their previous work, you kind of like. I remember watching Drag Race. I know I'm all over the place. I remember watching Drag Race, and I remember, I forgot who it was, but one of the drag queens received praise. And it's really because, girl, she really was kind of like mediocre low key. But then the other drag queen who was always like on top, she had like a week where it's kind of like she kind of fell flat. And she felt like, girl, y'all really only saying that because I give y'all really, like, I'm always the girl every week. But this week, even though like quiet as it's kept, I still look better than this bitch. But y'all say because y'all don't like my look that oh it kind of fell flat. But her, because she's always a mess, y'all finally see something that y'all like, and it's like, oh my God, it's great. And it's kind of like her, it's really not that great, girl. She just always look a mess, and she finally did something that looks decent. You see what I'm saying? So it's like with Salt, I know, girl, I don't know, girl, I don't know what we talking about over here, girl, but it's kind of like with Salt Lake City. Last season was great. This season wasn't just horrible. To me, it wasn't. But I could tell that they were trying to outdo last season, and it just didn't work. It just didn't work. And like I said, everybody was trying to have a moment. The last 15 minutes of this season finale. Yeah. Yeah, girl. I mean, we got the reunion next week, girl. I feel like the reunion, I don't know about the reunion. Anyways, girl, that's it. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good night. I will see y'all next week with the reunion. Bye.